Welcome back, friends. As we said in our last video, we have been writing about nonfiction text, and we came up with this great list after reading the story Chef about people that help in our school community. And I have invited my friend Miss Mary Pat here. Many of you already know who she is, and we're going to ask her some questions today. And we're going to be writing a nonfiction piece about our friend Miss Mary Pat. Okay. So first, what is your job, Miss Mary Pat?
I'm a kindergarten teacher.
I need a marker. A kindergarten teacher. Okay. I don't know if I can write upside down. Let's try it. A kindergarten teacher. Here's a trickier one.
Okay.
Where do you work?
I work at Maple School.
Maple School. I'm going to use a capital M for Maple because that's the name of the school. Maple School. Okay. I'm getting a little trickier. Do you have any tools that you use for your job?
Yes, I use books and markers and paper.
Books, markers, paper, nice. Okay. And many other tools, right?
Many other tools.
Now that we know a little bit about your job here at Maple, I want to know, what do you do outside of Maple? We get to see you each day, and we get to play and learn with you. But what is your life like outside of school? What is your favorite thing to do indoors, Miss Mary Pat?
Well, I have two favorites.
Two favorites.
Yes. When I have time, I like to read for fun, interesting books.
Read. And you said there was two, so I'm going to put the word "and" there. So you like to read and
I like to knit.
knit. What have you made?
I have made blankets, sweaters, hats, mittens, all kinds of things. You can make a lot when you knit.
There we go. What does Miss Mary Pat's favorite thing to do indoors? She likes to read and knit. One more question, my friend. What is your favorite thing to do outdoors?
Again, I have two
Ew.
things that well, more than two, but two that I'll share today. I like to walk all year round if it's safe to walk.
So you like to walk. I'm going to write that "and" word again because that tells my reader that there's something else. So walk and
Ride my bike.
ride her bike. There we go. Walk and ride her bike. Thank you so much. It was so nice to get to learn more about you today, Miss Mary Pat.
Thank you, Mrs. Dempsey. It was great to share with you.
See you later. That was so much fun getting to interview my friend, Miss Mary Pat. Now, I want to take what we learned about Miss Mary Pat and turn it into a piece of writing. So I'm going to put up a piece of paper here that looks like the one that's in your writing journal. Just like that. So I want to think about some of the interesting things I learned about my friend Miss Mary Pat. I'm going to start with the things that she liked to do indoors. She said that she likes to read and knit. My page today is going to be about what Miss Mary Pat likes to do indoors. So I'm going to start with my picture plan. I'm going to draw a picture of my friend Miss Mary Pat. She has kind of longer hair. And she said she likes to read, so I'm going to draw a book in her hands. Like that. A hand on that side, a hand on that side, and her arms kind of going around. There. There's my friend Miss Mary Pat reading a book. She also said that she likes to knit. I know that knitting is an activity that you do with yarn. So I'm going to draw a little ball of yarn here with some knitting needles sticking out. They're tall, long, skinny things. And they have like a pointy end and a flat top to them. And she said that she makes things like mittens and sweaters. There. I'm going to label some of these things in my picture to help my reader. First of all, who is my story about? Miss Mary Pat. And I gotta make sure that I'm using uppercase letters because it is a name. And then down here, I'm gonna label what's in her hands. This is a book. Book. And over here, I'm going to write the word yarn. Yeah. That's the Y sound. Remember, as you're writing today, you could use your letter chart or your mini word wall to help you. Yarn. And then I'm just going to put sweater. And mitten. I think I'm getting better at this whole writing upside down thing. Mitten. Okay, so now that I have my picture plan done and I've done my labeling to help my reader, I'm going to write a sentence or two about my friend Miss Mary Pat. We said that she likes to read and knit. So my first sentence is going to say, Miss Mary Pat is my friend. Then my second sentence is going to be what she shared. She likes to knit and read. So my first sentence, Miss Mary Pat, capital M, Miss. Then I need a finger space to make it easy for my readers to read. Mary. Miss Mary Pat. Miss Mary Pat is my another space friend. Mary Pat is my friend. My second sentence is going to be what she shared with us. She likes to read and knit. That's 7 words. She likes to read and knit. She, again, I'm using a capital letter, but this time it's not a name, it's the beginning of a sentence. She, space, likes to read and knit. Don't forget our periods at the end of our sentences. I'm going to reread that and make sure it sounds right, looks right, and makes sense. Miss Mary Pat is my friend. She likes to read and knit. Sounds good to me. Today for your writing, what you're going to do is interview your grown-up. You're going to ask them, what is your favorite thing to do indoors? And you're also going to ask them, what is your favorite thing to do outdoors? And you're going to share in your writing journal what they said. So take a moment, interview your grown-up, and then get writing. Pause this video, and when you're done writing, turn it back on, and we can chat about things you found interesting about your grown-up. So, did you finish writing about your grown-up? What was one thing that you found most interesting that your grown-up shared with you today? I found it really interesting that my friend Miss Mary Pat liked to knit. I crochet at home. That's another activity you can do with yarn to make things. Once I crocheted Paigey an entire mermaid tail blanket. If you liked interviewing your grown-up today, or you might be interested in interviewing other people, you might be interested in looking at videos of authors giving interviews online. Thank you so much. Have a great night.